going on? Welcome. Thanks for checking out this video. Jesus Christ, James Cameron, what in the world are you doing? What were you thinking here? This guy is on the precipice of releasing his first movie in a decade. Over a decade. And he decides he's going to say something in passing that is so insanely beta, it makes you wonder if he is purposely trying to chase off the male audience. Or maybe he's just trolling. I can't tell for sure. Now, it was just one comment that he made in an interview during the press tour for the movie. It wasn't like this big tangent he went on, but it was such a bizarre thing to say that I just had to point it out in the video. It deserves criticism. So come on, let's take a gander at just what exactly James Cameron said. Avatar: The Way of Water director James Cameron claims testosterone is a toxin that you have to slowly work out of your system. Ugh, yeah, I know. James Cameron claims that testosterone is a toxin. I can't even put into words how cringe it is to hear a guy say something like this. You know, if it was just some lunatic feminist, I'd be like, whatever, who gives a shit, and just move on. You expect them to say stuff like that. But not from a freaking guy. In a wide-ranging article from The Hollywood Reporter spotlighting Cameron in the film, which ironically doesn't get into many details of the film, Cameron discussed his working relationship with the Walt Disney Company, who is producing and distributing the film after they purchased 20th Century Fox. Cameron noted he hasn't had any big clashes with any of the Disney executives. Maybe it's still a honeymoon phase. I don't know. We'll see. If the movie doesn't make any money, then maybe the honeymoon's over. Well, James, I'll tell you. If you're about to release a movie so massive, one of the most expensive movies ever made, possibly the most expensive when you factor in marketing costs, that even if it makes a cool $1 billion at the box office, it will still be considered a financial disappointment. Maybe you shouldn't be telling half of your audience that they're toxic just because they're a man. Dumbass! The director would then contrast it with his previous interactions with executives at 20th Century Fox from previous films that he now claims that he would not do given his age. A lot of things I did earlier I wouldn't do, career-wise, and just risks that you take as a wild, testosterone-poisoned young man. Well, since he's going down this road, I think a change of voice is appropriate. He then added, I always think of testosterone as a toxin that you have to slowly work out of your system. A testosterone-poisoned man. So, I guess James Cameron has never needed to be rescued by all those testosterone-poisoned first responders. Or better yet, all the security guards that he no doubt pays to protect his scrawny ass. Or how about all the incredibly brave men who have put their lives on the line throughout the centuries to protect the freedoms he takes advantage of every day of his life? You know, I can understand the point he's trying to make here, that maybe he wouldn't have acted so rashly during the earlier years of his life when he was more hot-headed. But the way he puts it, I just simply take offense to. Normal testosterone production is just a healthy and natural thing for males as they mature into hopefully a strong and confident man who will never hesitate to protect his friends and family. It's not poison. Yeah, see, exactly this right here. Noted by the Mayo Clinic. Testosterone plays an important role in the development and maintenance of typical masculine physical characteristics, such as muscle mass and strength, and growth of facial and body hair. Precisely. So, considering what he thinks about testosterone, it sounds like it may have an effect on the upcoming Avatar sequel that's coming out in only 2 weeks. As if the first movie didn't already have enough problems with its generic Pocahontas and space plot, its demonization of human beings and anti-capitalist message. Now it looks like the sequel could very well have an anti-male message on top of all that silly shit from the first film. Wow, that just sounds like a truly winning formula for one of the most expensive movies ever made. And while I have no evidence to say for sure if it's going to have an anti-male message or not, you know, I'm just guessing. Obviously, I haven't seen it yet. I'm just saying, considering how heavy-handed the first movie was in its messaging, and how heavy-handed all of Hollywood is nowadays with their nonsense messages, it's just a safe bet that the sequel is going to as well. But hey, at least the special effects will be pretty. So, that's pretty much it. James Cameron.
You're a dumbass.
You're just incredibly lucky that 99.9% of your potential audience for the movie will have absolutely no clue of your opinions on testosterone and will have almost zero effect on its box office performance. But still, maybe next time wait until after it releases before you open your mouth. You know, I'm just still really curious to see how the film ends up doing, as James himself admitted that it'll need to be the third or fourth highest grossing film in history just to break even, which is an insanely tall order, so it will definitely be interesting to watch it all play out. So, let me know what you think of James Cameron's thoughts in the comments down below. Please like and share the video, and consider subscribing if you enjoy my content, and I'll catch you all later.